In this online lecture, we will discuss the termination or discharge of contract. What does it actually mean? Termination or discharge means when the obligations arising out of the contract and the parties have fulfilled the obligation, it is called as termination or discharge of the contract. Now, as per the Indian Contract Act 1872, the contract can be discharged or terminated by performance by both the parties. Very simple to understand. When the parties to the contract have done their performances, suppose A is going to sell the pen to B for 5 rupees. A has sold the pen, in return B has given him 5 rupees. It is nothing but called as discharge of the contract. That is, both the parties have done their job to the contract. So, by performance by both the parties, the contract can be discharged. Then there are some ways by which discharge of contract can happen by non-performance and by tender to perform by any one party. Now we will see one by one how discharge of contract can be taken place for non-performance of the contract. This is what we have seen, discharge or termination of a contract. It simply means that the contractual relationship between the parties to a contract. In other words, a contract is discharged when it ceases to operate. Means when the rights and obligations created by it comes to an end. Very simple to understand. Okay, now moving ahead, we will see discharge by performance. As we have seen, A is selling the pen to B for 5 rupees. Then A sold the pen and in return for 5 rupees, it is said to be a discharge of contract. Both the parties have performed on the contract. But suppose in case only one party performs the promise, he alone is discharged. Such a party gets a right of action against the other party who is guilty of breach. He can take action against the party who has not performed the promise of the contract. Okay, now performance of a contract and its discharge can be of two types. First one, actual performance, and second one, attempted performance or tender of perform. Actual performance means 100% work done, 100% both the parties have done their job. It is actual performance. Attempted performance means less than 100%. Suppose a farmer was going to sell 100 kgs of jawar to you. He has sold 80 kgs of jawar. Means attempted performance, not 100 but 80. That is nothing but called a attempted performance. Or tender of performance. For example, you have contracted with a person or a farmer to sell 100 kgs of jawar. The farmer said, in first month I will sell 40 kgs, in second month 40 kgs, and in the last third month I will sell 20 kgs of jawar. Likewise, it comes to 100. So, in installment, that is in a tender form, at some time this much quantity, at other time this much, it is called as tender of performance. So, performance can be discharged by actual performance or attempted performance or tender of performance. Now, what does the Indian Contract Act says for discharge by agreement or consent? As it is the agreement of the parties which binds them, so by further agreement or consent, the contract may be terminated. If both the parties say, okay, we don't need to go further on the contract can be terminated. The rule of the law is that a thing may be destroyed in the same manner in which it is created or constituted. This means a contractual obligation may be discharged by an agreement which may be expressed or implied. Now, it simply understand that a thing, how it is created, in the same way it can be destroyed. And the various clauses of discharge of contract by mutual agreement are established under section 62 and 63 of the Indian Contract Act 1872. First way of discharge by non-performance of contract is by novation, which is mentioned under section 62. Novations means formation of a new contract in place of an old contract. When such new contract is formed, old contract is automatically cancelled. Now, understand that novation should take place before the expiry of the time of the performance of the original contract. Before the expiry of the time of the original contract, new contract when formed, the old contract is cancelled. Okay, this is the first way, novation. Second is rescission. Rescission of a contract takes place when all the parties to the contract, all the terms to the contract are cancelled. When terms are cancelled, okay, no need not to perform on the contract. Terms are cancelled. So it is called as rescission. It can be formed by mutual consent of the parties, or where one party fails in his performance of his obligation. In such a case, the other party may rescind, cancel the contract without claiming compensation for the breach of contract. In case of rescission, only the old contract is cancelled and no new contract comes into existence in its place. Rescission means cancellation, while novation means formation of a new contract. Third way of discharge of contract is by alteration. Alteration, as the word suggests, changes in the terms of the contract. When by mutual consent there are changes in the terms of the contract, the old contract is discharged and a new contract is formed. Alteration. Remission. Remission means acceptance of a lesser fulfillment of the promise made or acceptance of a lesser sum than what was contracted for. Suppose you are contracted with a bookseller that he will sell a notebook for 100 rupees and you have paid him only 95 rupees. If that 95 rupees is accepted by the bookseller, that is remission, acceptance of a lesser sum, the contract is being obliged. Means acceptance of a lesser amount or sum. Next way of discharge of contract is by waiver. Waiver means to waive off, to cancel. You may have heard farm loan waiver scheme. What does it mean? The loan is being waived by the government. So, waiver of contract forms when a party fails to perform its obligation under the contract. The other party may rescind, that is cancel the contract, and may waive the promisor or release. This is called as waiver. It takes place when the parties to the contract agree that they shall no longer be bound by the contract. Very simple to understand. Waiver means to waive off. Merger. Merger takes place when an inferior right accruing to a party under a contract merge into a superior right accruing to the same party under the same or some other contract. For example, we'll try to understand merger with an example. For example, P holds a property under a lease. What is lease? भाड़े पे लिया हुआ ऐसा एक property है, lease agreement. Then he later buys the property. पहले जिधर भाड़े पे रहता था, now he becomes the owner of the property. In such a case, his rights as a lessee merge into the rights of an owner. अब वो भाड़े करू नहीं रहा बल्कि अभी owner हो गया. Very simple to understand. Merge. By way of merger, the contract is discharged. Now, next way, discharge of contract by breach of contract. Breach of contract means promisor fails to perform the promise or breaking the obligations which are imposed in a contract. It occurs when a party to the contract without lawful excuse डज नॉट फुलफिल इज कॉन्ट्रैक्चुअल ऑब्लिगेशन, बीच में एक पार्टी कॉन्ट्रैक्ट छोड़ देती है, इट इज नथिंग बट कॉल्ड एज ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. और by his own act makes it impossible that he should perform his obligation under it. ऐसा कुछ करती है कि वो परफॉर्मेंस नहीं करना चाहती, ऐसे इसको बोलते हैं ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट. ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट मे बी ऑफ टू टाइप्स, एक्चुअल ब्रीच ऑफ कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एंड एंटिसिपेटरी ऑफ breach of contract. We will now see what does actual breach of contract mean and anticipatory breach. Actual breach of contract means promisor's failure to perform the promise on due date of performance. When a promisor fails or refuses to perform the promise upon the due date, the performance, then it is called actual breach of contract. What does it mean actual? Suppose you have contracted with a singer that he will perform on the 20th of this month. But if the singer doesn't fulfill the promise, he doesn't sing on the 20th of this month, then it is called as actual breach of contract. Anticipatory breach of contract means when a party to executive contract declares his intention of non-performing the contract before the performance is due. It may take place in two ways: expressly by words, impliedly by the conduct. 20 तारीख को सिंगर सिंग करने वाला था, but he has expressed his intention on the 5th of this month only that he will not perform, anticipatory breach. Or by implied of the contract, we'll see implied. A person contracts to sell a particular horse to another on 1st of June, and before the due date he sells the horse to somebody else. Implied breach, पहले ही उसने horse किसी को बेच दिया, so he has breached the contract. Now, discharge of contract can take place by operation of law. How operation of law can discharge the contract? First is by death. If a contract involving personal skill or ability of the promisor, the contract is discharged, terminated on the death of the promisor. Suppose you are contracted with a singer to sing, but the singer dies. So contract is discharged. Second way by insolvency. Insolvency means दिवाळखोर. When a person is adjudged insolvent, दिवाळखोर जाहीर केले कोणाला, he is discharged from all liabilities incurred prior to his adjudication. This दिवाळखोरी or दिवाळखोर is adjudged by the court, not by the promisor himself. It has to be given by the court. Insolvent. Next, by unauthorized alteration of the terms of a written agreement. Alteration is there. Party to a contract makes any material alteration in the contract without the consent of the other party. The other party can avoid the contract. By rights and liabilities becoming vested in the same person. We have seen when the lessee becomes the owner, his rights of a lessee are discharged. Now, we will see discharge by impossibility of performance. If an agreement contains an undertaking to perform an impossibility, it is void. जो करना ही मुश्किल है, वैसा हम लोग कॉन्ट्रैक्ट नहीं कर सकते. This rule is based on the following. The law does not recognize what is impossible. What is impossible does not create an obligation. According to section 56, impossibility of performance may fall into either of the following categories. First one, impossibility existing at the time of the contract. Contract करते वक्त impossibility लग रहा है. That is pre-contract or contractual or initial impossibility. ऐसा प्रकार का contract, it is void contract. Second type of impossibility is impossibility arising subsequent to the formation of the contract. Suppose you have contracted with a vendor in China. क्या किया है? आपके कंपनी ने एक चाइना के वेंडर से कॉन्ट्रैक्ट किया है, बट ए वॉर ब्रोक आउट बिटवीन इंडिया एंड चाइना. So impossibility is there of the vendor to supply the goods to you. In such a case, it is said as supervening impossibility. In such a case, contract is discharged. So in today's lecture, what we have seen? Discharge of contract. We have seen discharge. So in today's lecture, what we have seen? We have seen discharge of contract. We have seen discharge of contract by the performance of the parties, that is actual performance and attempted performance. We have seen discharge of contract by mutual consent and non-performance. First, we have seen by mutual agreement. Novation, that is formation of a new contract. Rescission means cancellation of the contract. Alteration, forming new terms and conditions in the contract. Remission means accepting a smaller sum. Waiver, farm loan waiver scheme, and merger. Okay. By breach of contract, we have seen actual breach and anticipatory breach. We have seen discharge of contract by operation of law, that is by death, insolvency, merger, material alteration, and lapse of time. Lapse of time, students try to understand that in contract, if the period is mentioned over there, that within such and such period, the parties are going to perform their obligations on the contract. If the period is lapsed, then it is by operation of law the contract is discharged. Next one, by rightful rescission by one party and by supervening impossibility or illegality. In case of India and China, we have seen this, that if a vendor is incapable to supply goods from China, the contract is automatically discharged. So these are the ways of discharge or termination of contract under the Indian Contract Act 1872.